What's up, everybody? Welcome back to baseball right here on youtube.com/ wait, hold on. Where's the corner? Is this the corner? Bam! Slash. I cut the frame in half. Wow! Slash. Shawnosaurus Rex. My name is Sean. Today we are playing game number 4 of the series against the Twins. I fucked that sentence up and I don't know where I messed it up, but I know that I did. Justice Sheffield on the mound, 0-1 with a 5.68 ERA, taking on Jordan Balazovic. Boslovic? That sounds better. That's more fluid. Not as choppy. 0-1 with a 7.20 ERA. So we got two guys, 0-1, pretty high ERAs. Both of them looking to get in the win column for the first time this season. Seattle, we lead the series 2-1, looking to win our first series of the season. We have tied the previous two series, a 4-game set and a 2-game set. And now we're looking to win our first series in Minnesota. Three close games so far, 4-3, 3-2. Those were victories for the Mariners. 0-1 or 1-0 yesterday. That was a disappointing loss. Don't love the way I lost that game, but I am happy that the pitching has been steady. We aren't getting blown out. We're not getting knocked around. We're giving up some hits, kind of playing a bend but don't break style of defense, but we're okay. We're all right. We are jetting off to Chicago after this for a 3-game set against the White Sox. And then we will see Houston, Texas, and Kansas City on, or next week, I should say, at home. 9-game homestand. So let's go back. Let's jump into it. Here's a look at your standings. The Astros 7-3, the Mariners 5-4. We're a game and a half back. The Athletics and the Rangers both 5-5. They're 2 games back. The Angels struggling at 3-7. They are 4 games behind already. Game number 10 starts now with the flickering shirt, and we'll do the regular road gray, Target Field, hybrid regional clear, Justice Sheffield. We have a right-handed pitcher. We're facing a lot of righties, not a lot of lefties to kind of shift into to shift some of these right-handed hitters in. So we'll just leave the lineup the way it is. It's been working okay, at least. Hopefully we can perform a little bit better today. If you like this kind of content, if you want more MLB action every day, 7 p.m. Pacific time, right here on youtube.com/Shawnosaurus Rex. Imagine I cut the thing in half. You can catch new games. So subscribe, ring the bell, make sure you're notified.
Into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us.
And welcome back to Minnesota. Game 4 of 4 here against
the Minnesota Twins.
The Twins. Mariners Twins. Coming at you live from Target Field. Coming at you live.
Minnesota Twins.
Just about ready to roll here. Towing the slab in today's game, Jordan Balazovic.
He's not a rookie, but still very young in this game, learning his craft. I think the key is getting consistent reps and the opportunity to develop.
There are his stats: a 7.20 ERA, 5 innings, 6 hits,
all set to go.
a 2 whip. That's not good.
Leading off tonight for Seattle, the second baseman.
Batting difficulty down to rookie. We were at rookie plus. We started at veteran. We have gone very slowly backwards. Yesterday, the backbreaker of 7 innings of 2-hit baseball.
That misses, and this one is off and running.
Lost to a diving catch. Diving catch knocked us out yesterday. Thought we might see a tie there in the top of the 9th, but wasn't meant to be. It's okay. It's okay. Not going to win, not going to sweep. I think the 4-game series are going to be the hardest to sweep. I already have a difficult time getting sweeps. It seemed like it took a long time to get one of those going. And it was usually the 3rd game where things
And a count 1-2.
Things fell apart. That was a bad swing. We are facing, by the way, a 4-seam, a slider, a changeup, and a 2-seam. That was off camera. A 4-seam, a slider, a changeup, and a 2-seam.
And a pitch. Ah, that hit him.
Plunked him.
The leadoff man is aboard
Plunked
to start
him.
the inning. So up next, J.P. Crawford. 4 for 12 in the series so far. And the pitch. Swing and a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
That'll work.
Absolutely ripped.
That'll work.
Off the bat.
Maybe we can get a little hitting momentum here early.
I think I heard that
See,
too.
maybe an early
These
lead.
are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
Next to hit, Ty France.
Analytics are simultaneously something that is fascinating and boring as hell. It is uncanny, its ability to just be like, this is like really like weird and interesting and like fun, but it's also like too much.
After the loss
Too much.
Where they really didn't ever get things going on offense, I think this is an important opportunity right here to pick up an early run.
Here we go, guys. Come on. And a 1-1. And that one fouled off.
Fouled off the changeup.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities,
everything's out here on the outside of the zone.
Expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Swing and a line drive.
Oh, we got doubled up. Oh my god. Oh my god, we got doubled up. That fucking sucks. That's the worst double play I've ever had. Are you kidding me?
So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Mitch Haniger. The pitch. This ball's chopped on the ground. Donaldson picks it up.
Wow. It all fell apart. Oh no.
That is the third out of the inning.
Oh,
for
God's sake. We got plunked. We got a fantastic hit from J.P. Crawford and then got doubled up in the worst way. And a terrible hit by Haniger.
Not the best results a year ago.
God.
Better this season, Chris.
5.68 on that ERA in his one start with 0-1 record. 6.1 innings pitched, gave up 9 hits. A 1.42 whip, don't like that. Strikeouts 3, walks 0. That's good. We did get knocked around a little bit.
But he's got to get out of the gates going strong, or else he may find himself in the bullpen or back in the minor leagues.
John Birdie swings through that one to lead off the inning. Comes up empty.
So Sheffield would have started the first game of the Angels series.
On the ground right side. Whips it to first. And a quick out, number 1.
97 speed. Even when Byron Buxton's not in the game, they still have like an adequate like speed replacement. You know, it's not like
the pitch.
Not like me being like, oh, I got this 90 speed guy, and we're substituting him in for a 75. That's not how that works.
Next offering is in for
dude, you're getting it dead. I don't know why I just thought of that. A little notification popped on my, what's it called?
The wind and the pitch. Bounce to the left side. Crawford gloves it. Crawford throws to first in time. And 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight.
Batting third, the shortstop.
Just had that Dell logo, and I was like, you know what? I should say right now. Reference those "Dude, you're getting a Dell"
last night's game. A little breather for him.
I mean, these guys know they have to.
They could bring those back, but like make it for like Adele albums.
You're not going to hear a skipper.
Be like, oh, dude, you're getting Adele, and he's like in line.
Next pitch is outside.
Because this game's hard enough, and you know you try to minimize the pressure that you put on yourself or that you take in from outside. So, you know, sticking to the plan, the process every day, coming in, doing your work,
what are they talking about?
making the adjustments you need to make, and just focusing on the task at hand that day.
Line drive. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down.
That was a really bad one. Not a...
A lot of hitters
Yeah.
tell themselves, line
That was
drive
gross.
over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just
Actually, you know what? That slider wasn't
and right there,
terribly
perfectly
located.
Executed on time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Now it's
I mean, obviously, it was a
Johnson's
little
turn to hit.
elevated.
Pitch. To the right side. To first. Play made.
How did he
that
take-
ends the inning.
How did he take all that time to throw the ball
One left for
and
Minnesota.
still, like, he had to,
Played
like,
an
pick
inning.
it out of the
No
dirt?
score.
Still had to, like, that was not a great throw. By the way, did a little more research. I got to stop doing this. It's really bad. Did a little more research on the Topps
Back here
baseball
at the
cards that are coming
ballpark,
out this
all
year.
set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for
the-
Mariners, Kyle Lewis.
The center fielder.
The set that I really want,
Kyle
those Allen and Ginter World's
Now the
Champions
right-hander
cards, they don't
ready
come
to
out till
go.
September.
Still no score.
They don't come out till,
He flips
until
a breaking
September.
ball in there, or a
God.
changeup.
Either one. Something off speed. Good arm action on it, whatever it was.
Swing and a line drive.
There
and
we
a
go.
base hit up the middle.
What do we always say here? Nothing better than a hit after a terrible swing. Nothing better.
batting sixth. The third baseman, number
I'm going to hopefully be all over those Allen and
Abraham Toro
Ginters
up next for
when
the
they come out
Mariners.
later this year.
Here comes a pitch.
Oh my
Swing
fucking
and a
god.
miss. Strike one.
Oh my god. So has this game not been played yet?
Second inning here, no score.
Yeah, I'm yeah. Oh boy. I'm very excited about
Two
those.
strikes.
They
May
have
see some movement over there
They're
at
just-
first
they're so
base, trying
fun.
to
Those
stay
cards
out
are
of
so
a
fun.
double play here.
Next pitch.
turns
is
out you can
outside.
also you can buy the
Velocity
boxes
in
that
the
I had
at-bat.
last
Kinda
year.
set up for that changeup. He hasn't
You can
seen
buy
it
those at
yet.
GameStop.
Looks just like
And they're
a
actually
fastball
currently
out
running a
of the
deal
hand.
where it's like 10% off over like $75 or whatever. And you can get last year's cards.
Out to
and,
center. Buxton
you know,
under it.
Buy like 5 of
Puts
this.
it away for the out.
Oh, this Mariners Twins game starts in an hour.
Jake Fraley.
Chris Flexen taking on Dylan Bundy. Oh, Byron Buxton is in the lineup.
And up next for Seattle, Jake Fraley. The pitch. Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
Really late on that
Throw
four-seam
back in.
fastball.
Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got
But then I was
something
looking
he
at,
could
do I just get like a
handle.
hobby
Anytime
box,
rip a
you
line
know?
drive the other way,
Because the hobby box
feel
has
really
different,
good
it has
about
24
what you
packs.
did at the plate. You trusted your hands,
And the
you
cards
let
per
the ball
pack
travel,
are
and
like
you took the barrel
8
straight to
instead
it.
of
That's
6.
great work right there.
It's
Runner
very
scoring
weird.
Position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
And now Alberto Rodriguez.
We have one out.
First
That's
pitch,
not good.
and he just misses.
Alberto Rodriguez might end up getting sent down.
And now 2-0.
He's only batting 100.
looking for a ground
He doesn't
ball to
have
get a
great
double play
contact
and
or
out
great
of
power, I
this
should
jam.
say.
Runners at first and second with
He
one
has
gone.
really good speed, and if I could just be a
Puts it in
little
the air
more
out towards left center.
consistent
And
with him, that would
will
be
fall.
really good.
And
That was a good
the runner
hold.
at third, but the bases are loaded now with one out.
Might have been able to get Lewis in with that bad throw, but Lewis held up between second and third.
Just bigger than your own individual stats. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Tom Murphy stands in here, leaves that one down. Lewis at third, Fraley on second, Rodriguez at first, one gone. And
Oh,
there's
but that
the
one just, he
strike.
blew
I think
right by me.
ultimately you want to tie him
Are we get Sheriff
up,
Woody behind the dish
in
today?
on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. You see a lot more of that.
Dives, and he can't hang on. He pulls into second as they jump.
Wow,
ahead.
that should have been a double play.
Well, he comes
That
through,
should have been
watch
an
the
inning-ending
single
double
out.
play.
To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Seattle leadoff man.
That's fine.
Adam Frazier.
That's fine. Just glad I didn't make contact with it.
Bases loaded. One away. That one the other way. Makes the catch for the second out.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
And now for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. And he's already singled in this game. The right-hander back to work. That one ripped. Banks off the wall. And he's in safely at third as they score a pair on the play.
J.P. fucking Crawford. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. Stupid high-ass wall over there. And
Yeah, Boog, I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the
That
ones
sucked.
that feel really good.
that probably
So 2 on, 2
a
away.
grand slam
Now
out
here
in
is
Seattle.
Ty France. He's 0 for 1. Line drive.
Oh, okay. All right.
But 3
All right.
score in the inning.
That's
Two
better.
of them on this 2-run double. It's
J.P.
now
Crawford with a
3-0.
2-run double. Oh man, that was launched. God, it was. I mean, I don't know. 365. You know what? It hit short.
Bottom half of inning number 2.
Hey,
Here's a speed threat.
there he is.
Byron Buxton.
Byron
The
Buxton.
Twins
Did he not
in striking
usually?
distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Did he not
Next pitch downstairs.
hit toward the top of the
1-0.
lineup? 11 hits.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there.
Get there.
Frazier.
Oh, by the way, we
first
do have
in
some
time.
another
That's one out, the bottom of the
another
second.
wind advisory in the area,
Batting sixth.
which is wild. So hopefully this goes up okay. Hopefully nothing terrible happens. Hopefully
Mitch Garver
the quick
up to hit
resume
here.
can
He's
save
hitting
me.
for-
I don't know how that works exactly. Like
It's really strong.
I haven't really used it. I usually just close out of all the games, but
And that's through there for a strike.
if there's a possibility of hey, like
For him, he's gonna
power
have to
gets
do that
knocked out.
consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
does it hold? Does it hold the save?
Kicks and deals. And that one almost got him. And now the lefty. Swing and a miss.
Wow, I'm
Came
really
out,
surprised he went for
2
that.
out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to
Batting
laugh, but
seventh.
that's a tough one.
The first
I mean,
baseman.
pretty much a perfect
Beat down.
strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a
Done.
fastball middle
Oh.
in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to whereas you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
And here is Miguel Sano.
4 home runs already for Sano this season. We've seen one of them.
Oh, and 2 as he waves at that one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground.
God,
Punch
I'm
out
looking.
there.
Holy
That's
shit.
his second strikeout. Nothing doing here
So
for the
Sano,
Twins. They trail in this one,
interestingly,
3-0.
Sano has more power against righties than he does against lefties. Typically, it seems like the opposite is true.
And
Usually,
welcome
you
back.
have more
Top half
power
of the
against
third inning.
the
So now it's
opposite-handed
the
bat,
cleanup
like
hitter,
pitcher,
Mitch Haniger.
The right
than you do the same-handed.
pitch. Haniger.
I'm also surprised that
The
it's that
wind
low
pitch.
for him, considering he's like, what, a
Been
99
rough
or
starting
whatever
out for this guy.
against
His
the
third
righties? A
inning's
70?
So important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Next offering is in for a strike. Well, with the shift on, hits right into it.
Yeah, I got on top of that one a
Down.
little early. It's weird because I didn't feel like I was quite that high. And usually it seems like I feel like I'm lower in the
Kyle
zone.
Lewis
And it's
up
just
next for the Mariners.
He's looking to hit the ball the other way in 99% of his at-bats. But if you make a mistake middle in, he can touch you up for a four-bagger.
And that's in there for strike one.
ooh, that was a
As he
gross.
swings through it.
Real ugly 0-1 swing right there. As a pitcher, got to be hunting for that strikeout. Keep him off balance. Send him back to the dugout.
He froze me up with that. I was looking off speed,
That's
looking for
the
something that was
second
going to drop out of the
Well, that's not
zone.
the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Stepping in, Abraham Toro. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive
Fuck.
sign for him and for his team.
And the 0-2. In the air, right field. Drops into the glove, and that is that. Nobody left for Seattle, but they lead at 3-0. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the
Annoying
rookie right
ass
fielder,
motherfuckers.
Alex Kirilloff.
That way.
The right fielder,
Constantly needing their wood chopped or chainsawed.
2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
And that one is lifted in the air. Lewis on the move to the right.
There we go, nice
Long run,
grab. Almost
tracks
overran
down.
it.
One away.
batting ninth, the left fielder, Max
Now batting Max Kepler. Sheffield back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed
So we have the pitching difficulty jumped up again to Hall of Fame.
And fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Rolled slowly to first. France takes it to the bag, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Good onside run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just pours in on the hands.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Here's the second baseman, John Birdie. Grounded out his first time.
You know, sometimes when you play sports, you have to really focus on a noise that's very annoying. We saw it in the NBA season with the annoying horn in Cleveland. And today,
umpire to give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again,
today we get the lovely sound of a chainsaw just going fucking ham.
And that'll do it. Twins retired in short order. Still down 3-0.
Oh, there it is. Fucking calm down.
Back at target field, onto the fourth. Here's the left fielder,
Okay.
Jake Fraley.
the left fielder,
See if we can settle in, maybe get some more hits here.
And a pitch.
We have 6 of them so far.
Off the
There we
mark
go.
there.
Just get into
And
a better
that's
flow.
ball 1.
A little better flow. We're nice and calm. We got a 3-run lead. We're working our way through this game.
So 2
That's a
balls
good
and
take
no
right there.
strikes.
That's a good take.
Miss.
He's gone off speed. Well, actually, I'm sorry. He went 2-seam and then he went off speed.
Bounce
That was
to
a
the
bad
right
swing.
Side.
That was a
Sends it to
real bad
first.
swing.
Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Oh my fucking god! It's so bizarre because it's like they know when I'm recording. Like it's like they know
Now it's
everything's.
the Mariners
It was
DH,
perfectly quiet in
Alberto
here. We were watching a
Rodriguez.
video, hanging out, had like a little lunch, doing whatever, and then like I sat
And
down
here it
and 10 minutes into it, it's just like here's a
That's in
chainsaw
there. Strike 1.
for an indefinite amount of time. Like just, oh my god.
Next pitch misses, and the count is 1-1.
Rodriguez, though, does have a 1-for-1 going today. Ooh, that was
Soft contact in the air.
That'll be good.
And that should be extra bases.
all right. I'm gonna stay. That didn't get very deep into the outfield.
No, I didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line
Hey,
drive.
that'll work.
Score tomorrow. Just a blue
That'll
hit
work.
behind third right
Little
there.
lawn dart. That's what we
really
want. Just a
tough
little
play for
lawn
a
dart.
third baseman or shortstop to get
All right,
to.
that game
Same
is
for the
available.
left
It's
fielder,
ready to
so
start.
He just found a
Cool.
perfect place to drop that one in right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now it's Tom Murphy. And a pitch.
Okay,
That's
that was a
off
good
the
take. That
mark,
was a good take.
and it's 1-0.
I hurried to put everything down because I was like, what if this is the one where he just throws it right in the wheelhouse?
At the belt and fires. And there's something you don't see very much in today's game, the pitch out. And the righty deals.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Would give us a lefty bat.
3-0 down.
That one's fine. Low in the zone, no big
You
deal.
want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
And there's ball 4.
Wow, that was a pretty easy walk right there.
Pretty easy walk right there.
Pretty
Last
easy
base
walk to the
wasn't
point
even
where I
much
could
to
check
think
an
about.
email. I could check my email and be like, okay, do I have that thing I'm looking for?
Second baseman.
Oh, I walked?
Stepping in for the
Oh, no
Mariners,
problem.
Adam Frazier.
No
4 for
problem.
15 in the series coming in.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring
Fucking
position.
Christ.
Some guys just take it to
It's
another
so
level.
annoying.
For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone
I was
else
looking
is in slow
fastball.
motion, and he's in full speed.
That's
Some
fine.
early
No
action
big
out
deal.
there in the bullpen.
Couple
Griffin
more
Jax appears to be getting
righties.
loose. Ober getting cranked up as well. Big stock center field. Rodriguez headed for the plate.
Wow, that was a lot closer than I thought it would be. Honestly, I thought the 88 speed was more than enough to make that, like, pretty clean. Like, maybe even stand up.
Manager might have to go
But
to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit.
J.P. Crawford, two
The right-hander
pitches,
back
2
to
hits.
work. Outside corner. There's the
Oh, man. J.P. Crawford batting 400. Has the homer.
strike. Out towards right center field. And he's up to third safely.
Was he
with
waving
2
him
gone.
home?
Every day during batting practice,
That's
these
not what I
outfielders
wanted.
Get about 10 minutes of balls
Tie.
in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And here's the first baseman, Ty France.
Early. Okay.
The pitch. That one misses.
Try to get that back
And
door
that's ball
slider
1.
there.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
The 1-0. Good eye in that spot.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side, or the fans better look out in the stands.
Kicks and fires. There's
That's fine. That's fine. A little lower than I was looking. So I wouldn't have been able to do a whole lot with it anyway. Also on the outside part of the zone, or plate.
Looked like it was a little bit up. Murphy on third. Frazier at first. 2 out of the inning. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Hey, that was an excellent turn back. That was an excellent recognition on my part of like, oh, that I should not have done, and I turned him back to second. So this one we've seen go against me for most of the season so far. We're in game number 10, just in case you had forgotten. The second baseman with the shift running out and getting that ball, able to catch that ball consistently throughout the season so far. Finally got one to get over his head. Finally got one to drop I don't really know. I don't know how close it
On the
was,
mound
but
now for the Twins, Griffin Jax. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
So at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
So 2 down, digging in. Mitch Haniger.
4-seam that tops out at 95. Slider that tops out at 85. Circle change and a curveball.
And a swing and a miss there.
Way under
The
that
easiest
one.
thing when you're talking about a guy that's, you know, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, you know, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
Was there more to that sentence?
Swing
That
and
was
a
a
miss,
disgusting
and
at
that
bat.
is
All right, well, hey, we pushed across a couple more runs. We have the lead up to
bottom of inning
5.
Number 4 now. It's the M's 5 and the Twins nothing.
Yeah, that was really gross.
Welcome
2
back.
really bad
John
swings.
Shabby
One of
and
them on
Chris
a
Singleton with you.
what should have been a
And leading off
pretty
the bottom of the
predictable
fourth,
pitch.
Jake Cage.
Righty on righty, slider outside.
Cage.
The wind and the pitch. Just missed.
1-0.
Swings and misses.
A little surprised to see him
Strike one.
just miss that, but Sheffield is a primary
And a
off-speed
pitch.
pitcher, so. I need to get this down correctly. There we go.
Foul ball. He
I'm okay
stays
with the
alive.
foul off there. I like that location more. The pitch 4's location versus the pitch 3 location. Hold on. Did a man just appear in the seat back there? What was going on there?
On the ground, right side. Frazier over to pick it up. On to
Man, that was
France.
a really
One
slow
gone in
roll.
the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Here comes the pitch. Just missed.
Left 6 degrees. That seems to be the issue.
And he takes a
Thank
strike.
you. There we go. That's what we're looking for. I don't love the 3 sinkers in a row.
That one back
And
up
that
the middle, and he
is
gets through.
literally exactly why.
Right there, he does a great
That's
job.
what
staying
we
in the
call a
field part of the
classic
field.
Murph
Man, there are
over
a
here.
lot of hits there.
Just 3 straight pitches that were all exactly the same.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Grounded out his first time.
I am getting
The
off to a
first
lot of
pitch
1-0
misses for
counts
ball
here.
1. And a foul ball.
That should have been a home run.
The pitch. On the ground to third, might be 2.
That fucking chainsaw.
Here's a 1-2. Ground ball to first, could be 2. To Crawford for 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. On to the top of the 5th we go.
Oh
It's the
my
M's 5,
God.
And the Twins nothing.
It's so annoying. You can't hear it, thank God. But holy fucking shit, dude.
Back in
Gotta start
Minnesota,
chopping up my wood
ready
for
now
winter.
the
It's
5th inning.
April,
And now
asshole.
for Seattle, Kyle Lewis.
The center fielder, number 1.
The
Kyle
wind of the pitch.
Lewis.
That's off the mark. Ball 1.
Gotta get better with Kyle Lewis.
Next
0
offering
for
is
3 in
for a
yesterday's
strike.
game. Didn't have him doing a whole lot throughout the playoffs.
That's a strike. Going to count 1 and 2.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
And a pop
Oh,
ball
that
right side, foul
sucked.
territory.
That
And he dropped it.
sucked. Oh, we dropped it.
Righty to the plate. They tried to get him to chase on
There
a
we go.
slider.
Slider
down the
outside.
way. In the air, center field. Buxton drifts towards it. One down.
I'm surprised he stayed high in the zone so much. I think I overthought that one a little bit.
Abraham Toro up next for the Mariners.
13-8. Tigers over the Red Sox.
The right-hander back to work. Smoked on
Oh,
the
that
ground
was
to
right
second.
to him. Right
Birdie
to him.
fires over to first. And the first two set down at the top of the fifth.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jake Fraley.
2 outs, base is empty. And here is Jake Fraley, 1 for 2. And it's fouled away.
That one, that is a huge miss right there.
That's towards center.
Got under that one. I was looking off speed.
Buxton racing over to make the catch. And 1, 2, 3 go to Mariners. But they hold a 5-0 lead. Back here at the ballpark, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder.
Oh my God.
I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball,
Oh,
football,
you
feel
son
like
of
you
a
could
bitch.
thrive in one of those sports too. The wind of the pitch. That clips the corner. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And there's the ball.
Gross.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
All right, we got to be real careful here. There's a strong possibility he will steal. He is, I think he's 2 or 2 for 3 for 3 on stolen bases in this series.
And a pitch. Yeah, there's
And he has 98 speed. So
0-1 now. Fought off foul. Sheffield to first. Buxton
might
back
just throw
easily.
over there again, just to like.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Haniger drops steps, heads back on it. Snags it on the run. And there's one away.
A little surprised they gave me Haniger. Lewis is the faster of the two, but it worked
Miguel
out.
Sano,
So
the next to hit. And he deals. Popped up first base side.
wow,
And
Frazier.
That's a base hit. No play, that's an infield single. They get it in quickly.
I
first
just-
and second,
okay.
now 1 out.
All right, that's all right.
Swinging, went up there
That's
with a
okay.
plan to be aggressive.
I mean, we got one that's.
You don't
Here's the
expect
thing.
it to get you
Here's the
knocked too
thing.
often, but right
This
there,
ball should have been
somehow he
fucking
got it to
demolished.
drop in behind
It should have been
first base,
demolished.
and that's where no one
Not
can get
even
to it.
mad.
Could be a chance here for
Could have
him to
been
start
way,
clawing back into
way
this ball
worse.
game. Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things.
We
Makes
are,
the
we are
slog even
okay here.
longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Murphy makes the play. 2 down.
There's always a concern when running over towards the dugout because of that on-deck circle. There's
The
usually
left
a bat,
fielder.
a weighted bat, a donut, a pine tar rag. Catchers have to be really heads up to avoid that stuff.
So first and second with 2 outs. Now the left fielder, Max Kepler. That one ripped right center field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Throw is low, and it gets by. And he's in safely at third as 2 runs score on the play.
That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front, lifted into the outfield, That's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting
Got to
make
throw
some
more to
noise
the
with their
cutoff.
bats.
John Birdie at the plate. And the pitch. And there's the strike.
Darn. With 2 outs, too. That's all right.
Runner
That's all
at
right.
third, 2 away. Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just gotta have to tip your cap on that pitch.
You know what? I'm going to go.
And now the lefty misses. And a count 1-2.
Oh, where were you on that one there, Sheriff Woody? Come on, buddy.
Next one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kicks and deals. Left field. Fraley makes the
Okay.
catch.
Gave up a
And
couple
that'll
of
do it.
runs. They got a little
Pick up
bloop
a
shot in
player
there.
here.
The triple should have just been a
This
double.
2-run triple.
Gotta,
It's
instead of going
5-2.
home, gotta throw to the cutoff, then throw home. I'm in a really bad habit of trying to get Kyle Lewis to throw it like the entire field.
New inning getting started. In now is the Mariners DH,
Leading
Alberto
off for the
Rodriguez.
Mariners, the designated hitter, Alberto Rodriguez.
Jacks
Speaking of
back
bloop
to
shots.
work. And first offering is fouled off.
Rodriguez had a blooper last time he was up. Came around to score.
Bounced out to short.
Will not go through.
Sends it across the first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting,
So here's Murphy now.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
Swings through that.
That was a
one.
circle change. I was looking for a
One
fastball
thing on
there.
his mind right there with that swing. He's trying to go deep.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, come on, dude. Really? Watch the slider here.
Next one misses.
Oof, just a
And the count
fastball
is
low.
1-2.
Too close for me.
Everything's-
partner,
everything's
to take
low.
That 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
And a base
There we
hit.
go. There we go. Just enough power to poke it into the
Well, he
other,
wasn't afraid to hit
into the
with
opposite
2
field.
strikes. I think he
That'll work.
choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
See if we can get
Here's Adam
something
Frazier.
going here.
The pitch. Out towards center. Buxton makes the grab.
Just early on it.
Number 2.
the bat, number 3, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Man at first. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit with 6 hits in the series coming into this one. The pitch. Ground ball to the right side. And
That'll
it
work.
finds its way
J.P.
through for a
Crawford.
hit. Throw
I love
stops
ya.
the lead runner at
I
second.
love ya.
2 on and 2
I
out.
love you. Thank God
There's nothing cheap
he signed a
about it.
5-year
He got that
contract.
one
We'll have him on the
infield.
team
That
for a
was
while.
ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
So 2 on with 2 away.
I
Ty
can't.
France up next for the Mariners.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
And the right-hander back to work.
Ooh, that was a bad
First
swing.
offering
Also,
is
with
fouled
gas
off.
prices as high as they are, why are you using a chainsaw right now? Wait till the gas prices drop and then
Right-handed
politely
reliever.
fuck off.
On the corner for a strike.
Ooh.
That is strike 2.
Damn it.
First and second, 2 down.
Watch the slider.
This one in the air,
instead
center
got
field.
under it.
Buxton racing over to make the catch.
So we're
Mariners
getting
leave a couple.
getting
They're
hits.
still
I'm
out
just not
front,
bringing them home.
5-2.
That's an issue. Minnesota we got 12
Now we
outs
go bottom
left.
6. Here's Jake
That's a lot of
Cave
outs.
Leading off for the Twins, The designated hitter.
The pitch.
Jake.
That's in there.
I start thinking about who I want to warm up.
Tonight,
Who
his
have we
slider has
used in
been
this
really
series?
Impressive. I mean,
Oh,
tight spin. Seems like the hitters
Tom
aren't
Murphy.
picking it up out of the hand.
0-2 as he waves at that one.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Left-hand batter waits.
Ooh,
Stays
wow.
alive. Kicks and fires. Pitch misses.
Just
Now
too far.
1-2.
Too far. I pulled. You could see the thing like just ugly to the right.
Next offering is fouled back. Swings
There
and
we go.
misses.
That was what I wanted the
Bottom of
previous
sixth.
time I threw the slider on that
That's the
same
money
corner.
maker right
I
there.
just
Two
like
strikes, slider down and away from a
All the way
safe
too far.
side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes.
What's
and
more
very
annoying, me
difficult to
talking
lay
about
off.
the chainsaw or the chainsaw itself? It's still happening. It's been 20 minutes.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. The wind and the pitch. And first
Pull,
offering
pull,
is
pull,
fouled
pull,
off.
pull, pull, pull.
And here it comes. This one lifted in the air, left field.
That was weird. That's a
Right
weird
there
out.
to make the grab.
I
2
didn't, so
away.
I don't love that he called the same pitch twice, which I'm pretty sure he did.
Now batting.
Similar
The third
location.
baseman.
Rocked the first one. I'm surprised he missed the
Here's
second
Josh
one.
Donaldson.
I get that it was a
3
little
for
further
13
outside,
so far in
but
the series. The pitch.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
The 0-2. A swing and a soft liner. Frazier.
there
makes
we
the
go.
catch,
All right.
and that'll do it.
So we're through
Twins
6.
set
Now
down
we gotta start
1-2-3.
thinking bullpen.
And the deficit
Start thinking
remains
bullpen.
5-2.
Castillo. Seawald. 8th, 9th. Save opportunity currently. Could change.
Back at target field. Now batting Mitch Haniger.
Leading off to the Mariners.
Who do we want to use here?
Left fielder.
Who have we seen?
Haniger.
We've seen Munoz. We've seen Castillo. We've seen Seawald. Have we seen Munoz? I did have him warming up a little bit. Casey Sadler? Mushevitz? Justin Dunn?
And a pitch. That's out to center field. Buxton on the move. Pulls it in on the run.
That
There's
was a
one
bad.
away.
That was bad. That was so bad.
The center fielder, number 1.
So digging in, Kyle Lewis. 1 for 3.
Everything for him.
comes
Most
the
of
pitch.
everything. That's fine.
Strike.
That's fine.
Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Jorge Alcala, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Smeltzer warming up as well. Line drive.
That unfortunately is going to be
Buxton
caught.
Makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Ah,
That's one of those at-bats
that was a
where
good
you
one.
have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Abraham Toro up next for the Mariners.
God
Swing and a ball
fucking
lifted
damn
to
it.
center field.
God fucking damn
Buxton
it.
makes the catch, and
Oh, that's annoying for myself. I'm so annoyed with myself. It's hard to be too mad about the Lewis hit. Like, that's fine. I definitely feel like, hey, I missed that one. Drats. I can move on. I can get that. I get it. You know, I can move on with that. That Toro hit real bad. The Haniger at bat, not good.
Dominant outing. He has filled up the strike zone, and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes.
Jesus
This one's
fucking
into the
Christ.
outfield.
Jesus.
Extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's into third base with a leadoff triple.
His second knock of the night.
Mitch Garver up to hit here. And the pitch. There's a strike.
If you're going to get
God, that
something
was,
going, this is the
that
time
was
to
real
do
bad.
it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Next offering is in for a strike. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Whoops, whoops,
Only gets
whoops,
it done in a big spot
Stop.
to get the run across.
Okay, well, I...
Dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across.
I don't know what I
the
did there.
whole way.
Stop.
No problem
Stop.
handling it,
Stop.
putting a good swing.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Justice Sheffield departs, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new
I can't
pitcher,
wait to not
to
see
this
Byron
break.
Buxton. I can't wait. I'm so excited to be done with this fucking series because Jesus God, he's had my
Casey
number
Sadler,
the
hit-handed the right
entire
out of the
time.
pen, trying to protect this lead.
Fuck.
Oh, he's having an excellent season so far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
That's a strike, but whatever. Curveball didn't quite get down the way I wanted it to. And I mean, just missed with the... just missed with the... with Haniger there. I think, you know, in all likelihood, that's still going to score a run. I am not getting good calls here. Jesus fucking God.
Here's Miguel Sano. And first offering is fouled off.
Just missed it with Haniger. Yeah, it's just not...
Gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Next offering is fouled back.
I cannot fucking think with this goddamn noise in the background. It's grating. It is so fucking awful. I hate it. I hate whoever's over there. I want to punch them in the fucking face. I'm so annoyed. I just missed the one with Haniger. Probably the run still would have scored. They're finding the gaps. I had to try and just kind of wiggle my way out of this. No big deal. I just got too greedy. I should have pulled Sheffield. 6 innings.
Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
That's enough. You know, I made sure to like warm up pitchers and do all this, and then I just...
Now, this guy's definitely looking for...
I go, no, this will work.
Right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to
well, at least they called him out.
first, it feels like it's
So
really
strikeout here for Sadler. 1 on, 1 out.
And a pitch.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still
fuck
doesn't have
you,
a
dude.
knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a
That was
great
a
plan
terrible
against him.
cutter.
1-1 now. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
What I don't want here is I don't want a strikeout. I want a double play.
That misses the zone. Now 2-2.
What have we thrown? What have we thrown?
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Well struck right field. It's gone. He flexes his power with that swing, his second of the year, and we're level. It's 5-5.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Max Kepler at the plate.
Up next for Minnesota, the left fielder, Max
The wind of the pitch.
Kepler.
Strike one.
All right, well, we got a brand new ball game here in the bottom of the
Still
7th.
only one out here in the inning.
Mariners have blown a 5-run lead.
Fly ball down the line. He can't get there, and that should be extra bases. And he's into second base with one
I
away.
think it bumped the
go-ahead
difficulty up
run.
just a little
Well,
too
that was
soon.
an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff at base hit. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
That's out number 2.
What was that? That's all I needed. That's what I wanted
Nice job
in the...
bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent
Damn
piece
it.
of work.
Damn it. Of course they get the ground ball, but there's someone on second.
Jake Cave.
No opportunity
For the fourth time
for
tonight.
a double play, and that's
And he deals. And a
just
good eye
frustrating.
there.
That's really frustrating.
There's a strike. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. The next offering misses. 2 balls and a strike. Sliced hard but foul. And the 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Man on second, 2 down. Little chopper rolls foul. 2-2 down. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Run comes in from second, and it's 6-5. And in its second with an RBI double. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Man at second here with 2 away. Now it's the shortstop, Jorge Polanco. The pitch. On the ground to short. Crawford collects it. Crawford throws to first in time. And the inning is over. 8th inning coming up. It's the Twins 6 and the Mariners 5. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Caleb Thielbar. And he'll work on holding this lead.
Well, I think that
This is a frustrating result. I couldn't get any of the bounces I needed to go, in my favor.
Which part of the plate it's going to end up on.
A lot of foul balls. I couldn't get any strikeouts. I couldn't get the ground ball to get a double play to get out. Instead, I gave up a 2-run home run.
With the lefty-lefty matchup.
I also like that I was like, you know what? I really don't want to give up a strikeout here, and then immediately gave up a fucking 2-run shot.
And here it comes. Swing and
That is a big hack on a slider.
Bullpen activity starting up now. Taylor Rogers, the anchor of the staff, is getting ready to close this one out. Smeltzer getting loose as well.
He changed positions, and it's louder. It's louder.
The tying run at the plate. Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
The pitch started in, and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Next one is off the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Left-hand hitter waits. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think he threw 3 sliders on that one and then a fastball that just I didn't see very well.
A bit more interesting, but now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Alberto Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. And a pitch. In the air, left field.
Not enough of it.
Moving under it.
Just doesn't have a lot of power. I mean, that one was probably early, I would guess, on that.
Now it's Tom Murphy.
The catcher.
No, the timing actually was good. I mean, a little under it, but
The pitch. Line drive, and that should be extra bases.
I don't know
Around
with Tom
first,
Murphy
heading
if
for
that's
2.
actually going to be extra bases. No, it is. Okay.
Buxton returns it to the infield. Lead runner hangs on at second as a potential tying run moves into scoring position.
I was really hoping for a home run there. I was really hoping to send one out of the park.
And a pitch.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a visit
we're
from
back
the
to that
pitching
slider.
coach here. Just to remind him, focus on the hitter. Don't worry about anything else.
On the ground,
Yep,
right
that's
side.
exactly what he wanted.
Sano steps on the bag. That ends the frame. Mariners lead 1. This one remains close. 6-5. New arm out of the bullpen, Justin Dunn. And he'll do his best to keep this close.
Number 35, Justin Dunn.
I don't even know what I'm more irritated with. The fucking sound from over there, or the fact that I have blown a 5-run lead. Good start here with Justin Dunn. He does have this really nasty slurve. Oh, love it. Oh, that's disgusting. That is disgusting. I can just get this. Actually, the circle change, at least for Dunn, because he has three other pitches. I hit the wrong button. Circle change not as important for me to be able to get like nailed with him. Ooh, gross. That's fine. We'll try it one more time.
On to the bottom of the 8th. Down the third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Leading off for
The
the
pitch.
Twins, the third baseman,
And that's downstairs and outside.
Donaldson.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Base hit center field.
I mean, obviously they're doing a good job. They're finding the gaps. They're getting good hits. I'm not really... I guess I'm just not executing the pitches I need to execute. Maybe I'm being too predictable.
Here comes the pitch. And first
That was a bad
offering
pitch.
is
That one,
fouled.
100% bad pitch. Really surprised that it actually was not a home run.
And the right-hander deals. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
Well, you know this guy wants a pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down.
It just didn't bite outside far enough.
Go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
Got him. 1 out.
Where are these swings? Where are these misses when I actually need it? I mean, obviously every out's important, but like when there's 1 out, 1 on, and I cannot put a fucking dude down, that's what's irritating.
Those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Got him. 2 away.
Actually, it wasn't even where I wanted it. I wanted it a little out of the zone. I was hoping to get him to swing under, but hey, I guess a strikeout looking, that'll work.
So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Sano in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Next offering is in for a strike. Next one misses.
I'm all over the map here.
Donaldson
I don't
leads
love
off
all of
first,
that,
the 2 down to the
so I'm going to
inning.
go ahead and change it to a different style of pitch.
Strike 2.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of break. So tough to get that barrel to.
Damn it.
The next pitch misses. Full count, 3-2. Fouled off again.
That was an awful pitch.
Remains 3-2. Swing and a
I was
high
doing
fly ball
okay,
out
and then he
towards
said
left
3-2, and I kind of got in my head.
Catch, and that'll do it. Twins wind up stranding.
All right, so here we go.
They lead it, however, it's 6-5.
We have 12 hits. We've only been able to bring across 5 runs. We have 3 outs. We have J.P. Crawford, Ty France, Kyle Lewis.
Pitcher on the mound, Taylor Rogers. And he'll do his best to hang on to this lead. Back here at the ballpark, we go to the 9th. Now the number 2 hitter, J.P. Crawford. What are you looking to do in these spots? You're down a run. You're leading off the inning.
He's not a power hitter, a guy that's looking to tie it up with 1 swing. So he's going to take and get into this at bat.
Slider, sinker, sweeping curve.
Ultimately, however he can, get to first base.
To the right side, and he grabs it, foul. Stays
Oh.
alive.
Well, I mean, I was looking a little low, but everything's surprisingly in the zone.
At the belt and fires. On the ground, right side.
Won't unfortunately be able to
Fires
sneak
over
past
first, and they get the
really
lead off
early
there
on
in the
that.
9th.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball.
Oh my
game
God, somebody
and
stole
get the
4
first
bases
hitter
in one
he
game.
faces. Just makes everything
Wild.
slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
And up next for Seattle, Ty France. And the pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
That was a really bad. Yeah, late was the problem with that.
The pitch. Misses off the plate. And now it's even 1-1. So now 1-2.
I just
And now the lefty. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
These types of mistakes usually turn out to be costly this late in the ball game. Things can really slip away in a hurry.
Substitution being made at first, and here's the pinch runner, Evan White. 1 down, runner at first. Mitch Haniger now at the plate. Rogers back to work. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Yoan.
I mean, at least the slider was in the zone. I mean, it wasn't.
ground ball.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
The pitch. And now the count is even.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And a weak ground ball to the left side. Quick feed to second for one. Ow! A double play to end it.
Any day of the week, a pitcher will take 2 for 1. Nice double play to get him out of the jam. They get the W. Way to go, guys.
6-5 the final here today. They hang on.
That was I mean, that's the difference, especially in the back half of that game between the Twins and the Mariners. I hit something. It doesn't dribble into foul territory. It's a playable ball, and it's a double play. This one stings. I'm not super mad about it. I had a feeling that we would have kind of a garbage game here once it bumped that difficulty up. You can see the difference. I know that you can also look at it and go, well, you brought in a different pitcher and the lower rating, whatever. But the difference between getting the outs and getting the strikeouts and getting out of the jams versus all of the hits that they had that somehow always found the gaps and always were just out of the outstretched arms, I think it's undeniable. I had a feeling when it bumped up to Hall of Fame difficulty that A, it was not going to regress regardless of how many runs I gave up. But B was going to lead to some bullshit. And we saw this in last season, one of the games last season. I think we were up like 6-2 and we lost 8-6. It's super frustrating. I should have changed the pitcher sooner. And I probably shouldn't have driven, or not, I probably should have pulled Sheffield before the 7th even started. So I got kind of off to a wonky start. But, I mean, I don't know. I feel like there are improvements that I can make, but I also feel like it's just the game kind of being garbage in a way. Like, I couldn't get any of those outs. I couldn't get a swing and a miss when it mattered. I couldn't get a ground ball when it mattered. That's it's a frustrating game. We were up 5-0, the bottom of the 5th, gave up 2, not that big of a deal. Still a 3-run lead. Clean 6th, that made me feel even better. The 4-run 7th, obviously the difference. Nothing after the 4th for us. 12 hits and just can't do anything. A double play to end it. That's I don't know. That's one that I'm not super thrilled with. We split our first 10 games. We're 5-5. We're technically off to a better start than we were last season, but the offense is really bad, and I need to make some changes. I need to go in and actually make some changes. Rodriguez has a lot of speed. I know he was 2 for 4 today. He's only batting 100 overall. He does not have great power, and who cares if you're an 88 speed if I can't get on base with you, you know? Murphy 3 for 3, a double, a ribby, a run. JP Crawford 3 for 5, a double, 2 ribbies. Rodriguez did score twice. If he got on base, we were able to bring him around both times. Adam Frazier was 1 for 4 with a ribby. Kepler was 2 for 3 with a triple, a double, 2 ribbies, a run. Kirilloff, fucking Jesus Christ. 1 for 3, a home run, 2 ribbies, a run. Byron Buxton was 2 for 4 with a triple, scored twice. Jake Cave 1 for 4 with a double and a ribby. Kepler is the player of the game. Griffin Jax is going to get the win. He pitched 3.1 innings. We gave up 2 hits, 1 strikeout, no walks, no earned runs. Casey Sadler gets tagged with the loss. 1 inning, 3 hits, 1 strikeout, 2 earned. Taylor Rogers with the save. I felt really good getting off to the fast start that we did. 3 runs in the second, 2 in the fourth. Felt really positive. Like, okay, we're going to win this. We can weather a little bit of a storm, give up a couple of runs. We can bounce back. All of that was good. The 7th and the 8th were where things got a little wonky. I know that I probably did not do it correctly, but I also am looking at it as like, all of those found the gaps. None of that went my way at all. Not a single one of those. Haniger couldn't get to it. Like, I can't fucking get one strikeout, like one strike, one ground ball with the runner on first, not on second. A little garbage. A little garbage. And it's the second time that we have led a series against an NL Central team 2-0 in a 4-game set and fallen the final 2 games. This one a little more heartbreakingly than Detroit. Though Detroit was not great. 6-5 in both of those game 4s. I was actually hoping to open some cards today, but obviously that's not going to happen because we didn't win. We did not win this game. It sucks. Two pretty brutal losses over the last 2 games. The 1-0 one that I wasn't thrilled about. This one I'm not thrilled about either. Once they took out their starting pitcher, I never adjusted. That's a huge problem. Anyway, we'll get back at it tomorrow. We will be taking on the Chicago White Sox in Chicago. The South Side, Robbie Ray, Dallas Keuchel. Those guys will be on the mound. Robbie Ray's 2-0 record and a .53 the .53 ERA, likely going to go up a little bit. We're still in the Hall of Fame difficulty. It tends to push you into the next tier much faster than pulling you back down. I feel like it should have recognized that I was having trouble with the bump and pushed me back down to where I probably should be, which is whatever I was, All-Star Plus, I think is kind of where it seems to be like balanced as far as, hey, the offense, not great, but I need to be able to succeed on defense to kind of have a chance. I'll stop complaining. Everything's fine. We'll move on to Chicago. 5-5 are the Seattle Mariners. They're in 3rd place. The Texas Rangers have leapfrogged us here. They are 6-5, a game and a half behind the 7-3 Astros. And we'll have to see. I'll need to make some changes here probably. Try and figure out this lineup a little bit better. And yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. There are 3 different things making noise right now, and I want to scream. Stop talking. Ugh. The game has an in-game radio thing that like updates you on stuff. That's just going off in my ears while Captain Dipshit over here with his fucking chainsaw is still making goddamn noise an hour later. Oh my god. It's been a frustrating day all around, if I can just be honest with you. Thank you so much for watching. We will be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific time with more MLB right here on youtube.com/OnosaurusRex. So please scroll down, subscribe, ring that bell. That way you're notified when videos post. And we'll see you in Chicago, a city I have been to. So I think I've been through Minneapolis. So we're getting a tour of the cities I've been to. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Good game. Not so good game. And go Mariners.